Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they react. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. So Georgia's offense will go on the attack first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the counter play. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side. Then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. The Razorbacks offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, maybe.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I know 4 yards doesn't seem like a lot, but man, it's so nice when you can dictate to a defense. And 4 yards, back-to-back plays, now set up where the whole playbook's available. I can do whatever I want. I can be aggressive. I love when offenses stay in that third down and short range.
And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He makes the catch at the 10. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. They just keep firing. Unloads to the right. That one just came off his hand badly.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Has it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Jackson will throw. Unloads it left. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Great place to start for this offense. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top as we get a look at the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Right side, it's Frazier. Touchdown, Dogs! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the clock has to go off for the QB on that play, right, guys? I mean, you've got to get rid of the ball a lot sooner. You're in an empty set. You only got 5 guys up front trying to block for you, and they can't hold on forever. Quarterback's got to be better.
Under pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He's got great speed. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Throws toward the end zone. They tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. Second and long here. Changing the routes with his receivers. Second down, going to throw it. The short hands, it's Barney.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Bulldogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to squeak through the pile. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Snapped on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. There he goes. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Jackson will throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Turns it upfield. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes a man miss. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And finally, we see a little bit of that which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was that.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at him. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. Now the lead is down to 11.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off play action on first down. Rush right in his face. Just left that ball well short.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flying out to the left. He is in. Touchdown Bulldogs. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And the offense punches it in again, and we called his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out. Let's get some...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Georgia going up tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Razorbacks. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half, but you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the...
He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Jackson gonna throw it. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll just run the ball in the middle of the field and watch that clock continue to wind here late in the first half. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Searching for space. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Fresh center down's going to the air. Left side is Barney. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Send the tight end in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Look out! Got his man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, running back on the move. Swamped immediately. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They give it back to him. There's a crease. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 1st and 10. On the run, it's Russell. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Still on his feet at the 45. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And here comes the offense on second down. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And they tacked on the extra point. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. From deep, it's Edwards. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it on the outside. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Handoff for Frazier. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And that was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the big fella. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive.
Touchdown, Bulldog! And the stomping has commenced. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Leaves it in his belly. Knocked down immediately.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Fights off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And the defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Dogs want to move quickly.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Dogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Turns into the pile, and he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Well, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
Turning on the Jets. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, it's Russell. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. And this is exactly the start that they'd envisioned. Get out of the gate, go 3-0, start to make your mark on this season.
They just got to keep riding the momentum. This team has looked so good so early this year. Nothing seems to faze them at all. David, very, very confident bunch moving forward.
Dang right, I'm confident in what I see. Good start.